Hi everyone, welcome back to Whispers of a Machine. So last episode we managed to figure out that the victim has a girl, probably a love interest. So now our goal is to find out or to look for that girl. So we went out of the workshop. Let's check. These are all the things that we could investigate. So that's west. The policeman inside says, hey, just keep going east. So this is west, so I'll probably go to the different location. So let me talk to the...
Hey, bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
Let's say the first one.
Electrocution, that's funny. So when can you have this fixed?
You can enter the premises by tomorrow morning, okay?
All right then, carry on. Hello.
Okay, let's talk
What are
to
you
this
guarding?
policeman.
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
Okay, let's try to go to the wreck.
Looks like an old hovercraft. I don't need to go down to the ground right now.
Okay, so let's go to the town square.
All right, so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station.
Okay, for the meantime, let's go to the police station.
I'm surprised the Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for their help. From what I hear, the person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Agent England, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth, and this here is Kurt Anderson, police commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent you straight to a crime scene, right?
Kind of. I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder from last week.
You were, but unfortunately a second killing required your urgent attention. I assume there is some bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you, Agent.
Likewise. I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report to?
Only to me as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Got it. How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face to face in the evenings. The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later. Oh, but I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We've both done it.
Oh, you mean the augmentation. The nanofluid injection.
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, aren't we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss with the blue?
Let's say the third
A
one.
sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me. A crystal clear lucidity I had never felt before.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again. No side effects, I hope? We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out for. Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
Okay, let's go to the commissary's office.
All right, Agent. Would you like me to brief you about the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordson Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry, so either the entrance was open or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordson, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
Okay, let's use the first one.
Right. But now that I'm here, I'll assume that you'll check with me before clearing out any future crime scenes.
Yeah. Can I just...
Yes, Commissary.
We're a pretty tight-knit community here, and we try to work together to overcome our problems. Just relax a bit with your superior jurisdiction and big city jargon, okay?
Oh, I'll relax when we've caught this killer. Until then, I'm gonna focus on doing my job. One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue, over at the clinic. Dr. Pearson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done. That's all I needed.
Very well.
Looks like a logbook. Maybe Anderson records his daily work there. A collection of what seems to be both fiction and books on law and social sciences. If that's all Anderson's, he's quite well read. Just lots of case files. The window offers a view over a street that connects to the town square. A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordson, it seems. I guess Anderson has a colleague.
Okay, let's try to go to the morgue. Let's check it
It's a
through
map
the
of Nordson.
map.
Looks like the center of the disc is hollow. Curious. Looks purely decorative. There's the bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful. Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions. Maybe later. I'm not that hungry. No, I'm not tired. Doesn't appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
Okay, let's go back to the lobby. Let's go back to the town square. I wonder where's the morgue. Let's go back to the town entrance.
Sounds like a class is in progress.
But what happens if you do it anyway?
Then policemen or women will come and arrest you.
Whoa. Harsh.
It's the law. We mustn't make things that can think for themselves.
But my parents created me, and I can think for myself. Did they break the law?
You make a good point, Alicia, but that's quite different.
Different how? I don't get why it's more dangerous to create a thinking machine than a thinking person.
You think too much, Allie.
No, that's good. You should always ask questions like these.
I don't know what is that all about though. So let's just go upstairs.
All right, Maya's place. Let's see if I can find any clues in here.
Let's check all the things that we could investigate.
Some old pre-collapse gadgets, probably for the museum. Looks like a hard and uncomfortable chair. Wouldn't risk falling asleep on the job in that one. Nice collection of mushrooms. Looks like the edible kind. Some kind of airtight container. It's labeled nutrients. It's a sketch of a museum exhibition of some kind. It's titled Path of the Pilgrim. I have no clue what this thing does, but it looks like it could have something to do with processing samples. Doesn't appear to have power. Just as well. I wouldn't know how to make heads or tails of it anyway. A trophy in the shape of a robotic arm with a plaque. Winner of the 2041 Annual Nordstrom Awards, Sebastian Strand. An old relative of Maya's. Looks like various plant samples. Not sure what kind of plants those are. Maybe medicinal? Doesn't look like vegetables anyway. This crude bed looks regularly used.
Okay, let's try to scan the place. Okay, let's try to leave.
Nice collection of mushrooms.
I don't think we have something in there yet, so let's try to go to the morgue. I don't know where the morgue is, but let me try to go to the west first. Oh, this is the edge. Oh, this is cool. Like you could actually fall, I think. Okay, let's go to the clinic. Probably the morgue is here. Let's talk to the nurse.
Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent England, Central Bureau.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's a relief to have you here. We're all shook by these recent killings. Sure, the doctor's excited, but even his morbid curiosity has limits, you know. After all, we mostly treat coughs and the occasional broken limb here.
I get it. I'll do my best to help. Oh, by the way, I'm supposed to go to the morgue. Where's that?
Down the stairs on your left.
Great, thanks.
Let's go down the stairs. Oh, that's the morgue.
Don't worry be put to rest soon. I know. Sorry about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town. Oh, hello there. Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know. Sometimes more so than the living.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore. Not from me, at least.
I'll use the third
That's why
one.
we need ways to tell what someone is hiding.
I suppose. Psychology isn't really my field of expertise.
That's fine. You can leave that part to me. Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
I understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay, and what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks. What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves. The time of death was roughly 2,300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
Let's ask him if he knows something about
Did
Carl.
you know Carl Oscarson?
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully forgettable faces.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry.
Keep it vague, then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. Thanks.
Let's ask about his murder, perhaps?
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll need to see the body first.
Okay. Then...
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic. Most of my time is spent here.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now, I believe.
Huh. And you're the only doctor in Nordsund?
Yes, but we have good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here. If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
Let's check Maha's
Multiple
body.
stab wounds. Size is approximately the same as the other body. I'd say the MO looks similar to the other murder.
Okay, how about the
One
locker?
last waiting room before the final embrace with the earth. I think that's for collecting the ashes after a cremation. Appears to be a small crematory.
Okay, let's go to the
I
desk.
suppose that's where the doctor writes down his autopsy reports. This might be useful.
Okay, I think I'm good from here. Let's go out. Let's try to go east. So this is in connection of Carl's crime. Let's talk to this guy.
A need.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Respect. Cleaning my gun. Growing old and weak.
Thank you.
So, you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
Let's try to scan this guy. So it's actually clear. Let's try to go to the robot shop.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Vulture's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've got them all.
Hi there. I'm Special Agent Vera England.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right? What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
For crying out loud, Nissa, just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with a set of strings.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam-powered.
Okay, let's use the first one.
Okay, cut the silliness now.
Okay. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I just have some questions regarding the murders.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
Okay, let's open this and then let's ask about him.
So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old fart with chronic coffee breath.
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman, a father of machines. I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display, and I especially love talking to them.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was cramped with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
Let's talk about Maha.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Yep, I worked with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her exhibitions.
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like an archaeologist than a mechanic.
Got it. So, do you have any idea who killed Maya?
Ooh, I got a theory.
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the main exhibition.
Why not? That thing is huge. It could easily rip people to pieces, or buildings for that matter.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's totally harmless.
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes, That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pop's calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
Walter, try to focus on the subject matter, please.
And then let's ask him about Carl.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Yeah, friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Any idea of what the parts were for?
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system, a pump, something like that.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
Let's ask him about Dr.
What do you
Person.
think of Dr. Pearson?
Quirky guy, but he means well. Sometimes he asks me to come over and help with the kids.
Oh yeah? Help how?
Usually by playing doctor and patient with Nissa. It helps calm down the little ones.
Ah, that's clever.
Let's ask him about
Do you happen to know
Saffron.
where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
No clue. Ask Rolf, maybe.
Who's that?
The gardener head honcho. He's usually out and about somewhere in town.
Ah, okay. I'll go look for him later.
Okay, I'll ask him regarding the
Do you
mystery
know anything
woman.
about a woman who was seeing Carl Oscarson?
Nope, I hardly even knew the guy.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
About this bro.
No, that's private. I
Oh,
won't show
not
that
that
to
one.
just anyone.
This one, not that one.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Just the man, Carl Oscarson. Can't see who his lady friend is.
Let's see what can we investigate here.
What did people use the crab for?
Once upon a time, this was the most popular kitchen model. This fella could take care of any food-related task. Except the handling of shellfish, obviously. Even robots have moral standards.
Let's try to scan this place. All good, I think. Okay, let's go. Let's go back. Let's go. What's the statue for?
Anatomically correct, gentlemen.
Let's go
Looks
here.
like an apartment building. I don't have any reason
Oh, okay.
to go up there. He's busy composing his verse. Nice, soothing sounds. Volter's Robot Emporium. Nice spot there next to the wind chimes, but I don't feel like sitting down.
Okay, let's go back to the town square. Let's try to go to the north.
I don't think I should go further north for the time being. Sure, Carl's mystery woman likely lives up there, but I need more to go on.
Okay, then let's try to go to the school.
I don't have any business in the school.
How about in the canteen then? Okay. Let's talk to the guys.
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off.
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. Have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your time off.
Okay, let's try to check what we could
A
investigate
mixed
here.
stack of plates. Matching cutlery is nowhere to be seen. A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean as they should be. 3 plastic trays. Good number. Various handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff. Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for. Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts. I don't see how those things work together. Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly. I think they deliver groceries through there. Looks a bit overgrown. Could use some trimming. Great view from up here. Old Norse runes. A local custom, perhaps? Haven't seen them in any other settlements in the area. Looks still and serene.
Okay, let's try to talk to this guy.
Hey, I'm Vera England, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you. I'm Rolf, the plant master of Nordsund.
A plant master? What's that?
A foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, go right ahead.
Let's ask him about Balter.
He's kind of a loon, isn't he? And coming from me, that's saying a lot.
How about Maha?
Do you know Maya Strand?
A bit. She approached me a few months back about refining edible plants into a nutrient paste. I helped her plant some quality fungi for it, in exchange for a cut of the harvest. Then she got herself killed, so I guess all of that was a waste of time.
That's a morbid way of looking at it.
I guess so. I'm sorry about what happened to her, but I still gotta eat.
How about Carl? Let's ask him about
Did
Carl.
you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Okay. What was your impression of him?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what got him killed.
That's so. You think he trusted the wrong person?
I'm just thinking out loud here, but yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
Let's talk about the murders.
What do you know about the murder in the museum?
Nothing but the talk of the town. That Maya Strand was stabbed by some maniac.
How about Carl's
What do you know
murder?
about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour ago. Damn shame.
And ask him about
Do you happen to
saffron.
know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
Let's try to say the third one.
This behavior suggests that you are a hustler, one with scruples and low supply. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone.
Read you loud and clear, officer.
It's agent, or special agent, not officer. That's a police rank.
Whatever you say, agent. Now, 2 places come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road, where's that?
North of the town square. Look for 2 large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it.
Okay, I think we're all good here. Let's just ask him one more time regarding the mystery
I'm trying to
woman.
find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with. Know anything about that?
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
Okay, we're all good.
Okay, that's all I need.
Alrighty, see you around.
Let's just try to scan him once. Okay, we're all good. Let's go. Let's try to go to the north. Before going to the north, I think I'm gonna end the video here. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the next episode.